any comment.
Did you make the deadline?
Yes, I did. Both reports were filed by 10 p.m. on Friday night.
Is the state planning to rest today?
Well, they were, but now they're saying that their last witness, maybe they were going to call tomorrow instead, and then we'd end early today, but we'll see.
How do you think if the state does in fact rest, how do you think things have gone for your client?
I will, at the end of the state's case, I will be filing a motion for judgment of acquittal, and I have some arguments to make, and then I've got witnesses ready for starting tomorrow, so I assume that we'll be moving forward on at least some of the charges.
Can you talk about those witnesses who you do plan to include and who you didn't based off of Friday's decisions?
Yes, I have two experts who will be called, I think one is Thursday and one is Friday. One is Professor Elizabeth Loftus, who's a world-renowned expert on memory and influences on memory, implanting of false memories and how memory works. So it's very case relevant, but she is one of the foremost experts in the world on that subject. Often she testifies in eyewitness cases. I think she testified in the what's her name, Ghislaine Maxwell case in New York. Is one of the more recent cases she testified in. My other expert is a professor who deals with linguistics, and bilingualism is her specialty, and how people whose English is not their first language react to questions, how people process questions in a foreign language, and react and respond to those questions, and with distractions and multiple questioners and things like that. So that's again more of a psychological approach to interrogation, which other than that seems to be what this case is about, really. So other than whatever Fotis Boulos did, which is separate. Right?
I've kind of asked the same iteration of this, but how are you feeling? I mean, to actually be nearing its end now, how do you feel?
Look, until I work at a certain level of intensity, and I stay at that intensity till the case is in the jury's hands, and I can't do anything else about it. So so how I feel about it is not something that I ever, I don't even contemplate that, to be honest with you. I have to maintain a certain level of energy, and whether I get any sleep or not doesn't matter. I'm running on adrenaline at this point. I don't know.
Do you know who the last witness the state will call will be?
It's my understanding, and you can't hold me to this, that it's going to be Gloria Farber. That's what I understand. But whether that's today or tomorrow, I don't know. Because when the state rests, then we do motions. That's going to take a little bit of time.
So do you know when we'll know whether the state's just going to call it for the day?
Well, why don't you ask them?
Well, I'm saying,
No,
I should have rephrased that question.
I
Do you know when the
assumed I
call
was
will
going to be starting my case tomorrow, but if they're still going, obviously I'm not. I only have about another hour here on cross, and I've had some technical difficulties because we don't have our AV guy today, so we're not as proficient as it's hard to run a machine while trying to prepare and talk to and question witnesses and whatnot. So
My question should have been when they'll make the call on whether or not Gloria will take the stand today.
well, the only question, as far as I know, is whether she's going to testify today or tomorrow. So when you say to make the call, I'm not sure I understand the question, because she's either testifying today or tomorrow, as far as I know. If you're asking the wrong person, I don't have any say as to that. So, all right.
Thank you.